Hello, everybody. I'm tired today. How are you guys? It's a really tiring day. I don't know. Anyway, I want to tell you the story about the six-dimensional family, the witches, the witch family. Yeah, one of them, Wicked. Her name was Wicked. She was obsessed with this one guy who was from our office. His name was Oz. His first name was Wizard Oz, and Oz decided to do some experiments down in the third dimension. So he went down to Earth and he went into this little kind of, like, he shunted into this little pocket realm, which was part of the pocket universe. And he called it Oz after himself. And he got some assistance there. He brought a couple of the, if you guys remember, I told you about the cobbler families, which were from the third dimension on Earth. So he found a couple cobblers. He got Munchkin Cobbler and Lollipop Cobbler. And he didn't really understand that Monkey Cobbler followed them there. Monkey Cobbler was up to no good. He was a flyer. He could fly, Monkey Cobbler. They called them the Flying Monkeys, his family, But anyway, Wicked was in love with him. So she moved down there, and she brought her whole family, the witches. She had like 8 brothers and 3 sisters. And one of the sisters was named Galinda. One of the sisters was named Dead. And the third one, I forget what she's named. But anyway, the men just ran all over. They ended up settling down in Salem, and they basically had kids with everyone around, and all their kids, were witches. And people around there got pissed off, and they started burning them at the stake. Ooh, it was bad. And they weighed them, and if they weighed as much as a duck, they would burn them. That's how it works. And you can watch Monty Python's Holy Grail for the formula to figure out how they figured that out. But yeah, a lot of them got burned at the stake because they weighed as much as a duck. It was really weird. But anyway, Wicked went and followed Oz into his little pocket, little pocket place. And Glinda went there too to try to stop Wicked, because Wicked was off the edge, in love with this guy. He was she was over the edge. And Dead also went there too. And Wicked took over the Flying Monkeys, and they started serving her, and she started just making trouble with the Munchkin. She just made all this trouble, and Wizard was not having it. He was not interested in her, but he couldn't get rid of her. So and Glinda tried to keep her under control, and the third sister, Dead Witch, she was fine. She just kind of hung around until all of a sudden Dorothy showed up and accidentally killed her. Then she was really dead, and then Wicked went over the edge and started trying to kill Dorothy and her friends. And at the end, Dorothy accidentally poured water on her. And as I mentioned before, water is poisonous to people from the sixth dimension. It will melt them. So the Wicked Witch melted, and they killed the Wicked Witch. And then all of the Flying Monkeys, were free to do whatever they want, and they just kind of flew around. And I think I hear some of them stole some Munchkin children and tried to raise them as their own. Some of them came out into the regular world in the third dimension, and it got real weird with those Flying Monkeys. There was a whole race of monkey hunters too that popped up, but then Oz was free to kind of hang out on his own. Dorothy went back to out of the little pocket laboratory or whatever you called it, and Glinda stayed there, and she had nothing else to do. And I heard that their fourth sister, she also got burned at the stake, but I think they might have drowned her instead. I don't know why. They tried to see if she could float like a duck, but she couldn't, and she drowned. And that's what happened to the witch. Oh, no, I know what happened. Oh, yeah, the fourth sister, she married this guy named Darren. That's right, and they had a little daughter named Tabitha. And her first name was Bee, And they lived pretty happy. She just kind of pretended she was normal and tried to fit in with society and had all sorts of wacky adventures. I think the mom came over and hung out with them. Some of the other family members came over and hung out with Bee and Darren and Tabitha. That's what happened to them. Yeah, they were cool. I liked them. And at the end, they were the only ones who survived all of this, except for Glinda ended up in Oz. Glinda and Bee ended up in, small little town, and Darren was in advertising and all that stuff. So that's what happened to the witch family, and that's the origin of witches. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you. I can't believe I almost forgot one more witch. This was one of their cousins. It wasn't one of the brothers or whatever. One of the cousins. She came over too later, but she was pretty much, actually, she was there first. She was always there. She had a thing about creating apples. She loved to create apples. They were always magic apples. She really loved to make princesses fall asleep with her magic apples. One time I got an apple from her and I brought it back to the Garden of Eden and gave it to Eve to give to Adam. You know the story there. But anyway, she made magic apples. She was one of the witches, so she survived too. At the end of the day, there were 3 witches left. It was Glinda, Bee, and their cousin, Apple. Yeah, I almost forgot about Apple. I can't believe I almost forgot about Apple. That's crazy. Crazy.